Hello and welcome to What Went Right, the show where we dig out the golden nuggets of game design. For today's episode, we'll be looking at Cthulhu Saves the World and how it fixes the issues synonymous with retro JRPGs. So, without further ado, let's rock. What Went Right, Cthulhu Saves the World and the retro JRPG. One of the biggest issues of traditional JRPGs comes in the form of repetitive regular enemy encounters. I'm sure many JRPG fans can attest to just spamming regular attacks to get through a battle, and saving any special skills they don't waste MP, potential boss or stronger enemy still to come. Cthulhu solves this problem by restoring MP after every battle, with the amount restored dependent on the number of turns taken. It also fully restores HP after every battle. This allows the regular enemies to present a challenge rather than just becoming boring pushovers. Furthermore, as the battle goes on, the enemies grow stronger. This forces the player to implement a greater strategy using a wider range of abilities, or face the threat of being overpowered. Another problem with the genre comes in the form of save points. If you have limited time available, it can be difficult to fit a JRPG in, as you never know whether it will be 10 minutes or several hours before the next opportunity to save. And there is nothing more frustrating than having to turn a game off and lose all the progress you have made. Cthulhu makes save points optional. You can save anywhere. However, it still provides save points if a player prefers the more rigid structure. These save points also have alternate purposes. For one, they restore all MP, but more importantly, they work as a reminder for a player to save often, especially before a boss. This prevents the player's time being wasted by acting as a subtle way to make sure you don't have to repeat a whole dungeon for dying at a boss. And speaking of wasting time, Cthulhu reduces the annoyance of random battles by limiting the number of them. Within each dungeon there is a certain number of enemies you can fight, after which you will stop getting random battles. This means that if a player wants to explore or gets lost, they will start getting constant interruptions to fight instead. However, if you do want to grind, that is still an option, as you can summon a fight at any point. This also has the consequence of speeding up grinding, as you don't have to wander around waiting for battles to trigger. And finally, while not necessarily a game design, I want to commend the way Zeboyd Games, the game's developers, handled DLC. I had bought the game through the Xbox Indie Games Market, and later on they produced a version for Steam that included a new alternate campaign. So they released this new campaign as part of a free update for the Xbox version. This is a pretty awesome and generous move for their customers, and has generated enough goodwill with me to make my first video about them, and to encourage you to check out your upcoming game, Cosmic Star Heroine. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video, and if you did, maybe you'd like to subscribe to see what I do going forward. Who knows, maybe it'll even be less crap.